What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're talking about Rockstar has to fix this before the update drops. Otherwise, Xbox players are in a world of hurt. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead 2 and Red Dead Online. And once again, I want to preface, guys, because a lot of the time when I make critical thinking videos or I think critically about Rockstar, it can come off as, you know, I dislike Rockstar and Red Dead Online, which is not true. But it does come off like that sometimes, so you're not at fault for that. It's me. But I want to preface by saying, you know, we're being critical here, and I especially want feedback from Xbox players, because that is what the video is going to pertain to around today, because there's been a huge glitch the last week where Xbox players are literally playing in ghost towns. The NPCs are just not showing up. You can hear animals, but they're not actually there. And you go into a town like Saint Denis, and there's nothing. There's no one there. This has been an Xbox specific problem, and we're gonna dive a little bit more into this. I wanted to preface by saying, though, that Rockstar's announced some great things in the last week, and I don't necessarily want to take away from all of that, but rather go to point out how, like, maybe the game's not ready for a huge update that they're dropping right now. So this Xbox problem, like I said, NPCs are just not showing up. The game is dead. Now, I have footage of this. I don't have an Xbox, so we've found footage another player has posted, and you can check out how it's just completely empty. It's dead. There's nothing. You go in a town, there's no people. You go out in the wilderness, there's no animals. You go to fish, and normally, we all know this because I've done multiple videos on this. When you throw a fishing lure into the pond or water, fish will spawn in. Even if that body of water doesn't normally have fish in it, it's just kind of a game mechanic where once you start fishing somewhere, you tend to get fish to spawn in. So, sitting at this water pool and there's no fish spawning in as he's fishing. This isn't just an issue this one player has noticed. Yesterday, when we went over those Twitter comments, and as I was going through Twitter related to the update news that was dropped, I found a few people saying that, hey, it'd be nice if Xbox had NPCs showing up, if my horse would show up on Xbox. It kind of plays into this idea that, you know, maybe Rockstar's not ready to give a huge update. And the reason I say this is not just because of this one instance on Xbox, although this is very scary to me to see the game completely break down like that. It's very, very scary. Now, I'm on PS4. That's why I want to know a lot of feedback from you Xbox players, and if this is something that you've realized, or if some of these other glitches that we've had since the start of the game, like the disconnect and butcher glitch, are things that you have felt have affected you more than the PS4 side. I don't know if PS4 is being favored in a side of in the terms of maintenance. It's odd that this is an issue that only Xbox players are having. We do know that PlayStation has a deal with Red Dead where we're getting content earlier, and this is something that other games have done. COD used to do this back in the day, except for Xbox got the content early. PlayStation kind of moved into that front. They're getting the content early now for a lot of games, Red Dead Online being one of them. And is that playing into, like, Rockstar maintaining the Xbox servers a little bit less and prioritizing them less over the PlayStation servers? Because as far as I know, this NPC glitch, which is by far the worst glitch that I have heard of in Red Dead Online to date, like literally just getting in and the world doesn't spawn any of the environment outside of the physical objects. There's no NPCs, there's no horses, no animals, no fish, which is insane to me. So you Xbox players, give me your feedback on that. And I want to move into, like, Red Dead Online has been in beta, right? It's been in beta this whole time, and we've talked about, is that bad? Is that good? My point in standing right now is that I don't think there's anything wrong with it being in beta. It's a playable game. They're not taking it away from us because it's a short beta period and then they're releasing it later in the year. We've been able to play it, and there hasn't been a lot of content. That's been a big gripe in the community. But it's been in beta, and generally when a game is in beta, it means that the developer acknowledges that the game has bugs, and they want to know our feedback as a community to, hey, what are the bugs that you guys are encountering, and so we can go fix those bugs. Generally, that's what that means. In more recent years, betas have been games that release and stay out, like Fortnite, other games, release in beta and then just stay out. So it's kind of like they have room to wiggle and change their game as it grows. Before that, prior to that, you know, we're talking like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Before that, games, when they released in beta, generally they'd release in beta prior to an official launch so that they could be fleshed out and get the last minute fixes and patches done before they actually launched a couple months later. Red Dead Online went the route of being in beta, which and it's not the traditional beta of going away. It's the beta that we're gonna stay and we're just kind of fix our game up. But there's been a few things that just haven't been fixed since like the start of the online, since the very beginning. One of those things that I am not too familiar with because it doesn't happen as often, but last month when I was recording, it happened a few times during recording sessions, is the disconnect issue, where you're playing and you just randomly get disconnected. Now, I've been fortunate enough to not be so affected by this, but I do see, I mean, I'm really looking through the community and stuff and looking for content to make and things like that. So I'm searching through the community a lot, and I do see people still having this issue. Now, I'm not sure if it's an issue that they have poor internet or in a spotty place and their internet provider is poor, and that means that they get a poor connection to the servers. I'm not sure what it means, since I don't have that specific issue as badly. But I would assume, since I have had this issue in the past, that it's not something that's particular to only a select few people, and it's not on the Rockstar side, it's on their ISP side. That's why I would say that I think this is still an issue that the Rockstar servers are having. And correct me if I'm wrong here, or confirm my hypothesis if it's right, but this is something that we've been dealing with since the very beginning of Red Dead Online's release, and voiced it continually, and Rockstar acknowledged it once, fixed it early on, but it's still an issue. Not as bad as it used to be. They definitely did do some fixes to it, but it's still an issue for a number of players. On top of this, this is a glitch that we all have. We've all experienced this, and it's something that happens every single day we play Red Dead Online if we go hunting, which is the butcher glitch. We've all lost significant items, pelts, money to the butcher. We've all experienced this, and it's been going on for months. It's gotten worse in the last month than it had been. It used to not be as big an issue. It's gotten worse in the last month. There's workarounds to it, yeah, but this is another thing that Rockstar has not acknowledged and has not fixed. You know, not to be too harsh, you know, just thinking critically, if we're in beta, why are a lot of these bugs just going unacknowledged and unpatched? Now, I'm really happy that Rockstar is bringing in new content. The game needs it, and their update, I mean, there's like bam, so many things coming in this new update. But now Xbox players, at least some of them, are literally going in and NPCs aren't showing up. NPCs aren't showing up at all. So we see the server having issues from the start, and now it seems like that's a major concern, that NPCs aren't showing up. The butcher glitch has been getting a little bit worse, even on PlayStation. Is Rockstar going to be ready for this update? Like, is the game actually ready to support all this new content? Because the content we have right now has either gone overlooked and unpatched, or Rockstar has just not acknowledged it, because in their new update, they're addressing those concerns. But what would be weird is that, like, why wouldn't you just say that, hey, we realize that these issues are happening and the fix is coming in the update? And kind of moving into my last point, and once again, Xbox players, I specifically want your feedback on this video. I would really appreciate that. Is this update gonna be are Xbox players gonna be left in the dust? You know, because like, if this NPC issue isn't addressed or gets worse on update, before update, during update, Xbox players are just getting the massive short end of the stick, not being able to play the game right now at times, and then when the update comes, not being able to enjoy all those new things that one, PS4 players are enjoying, and two, even enjoying more because they have not exclusive, but they have certain things that they're getting prior to Xbox players being able to get those things. So like, is this something where Rockstar is gonna just completely misplace the Xbox player base? I'm on PS4, so selfishly, I am not concerned for my playtime, right? But I am concerned for the community, because the community has been in a really torn place for a long time. It's been really torn, and there's been dedicated people, probably most of you watching this video, who are still interested in Red Dead Online and are here to really support the game. Are we gonna lose a good portion of that dedicated community because Xbox is just falling off the map service side for Red Dead Online? I really hope that's not the case, but let me know, Xbox players out there, let me know, is this an issue that you've had, if you've encountered, and have you noticed these things getting worse for you? Please let me know down below. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the sub button. I'm Bandit Barney. Hope you enjoyed it. Said that twice. And until next time, guys, take care.